Imagine this. You meet someone. The connection is instant, electric. Every touch, every glance, every whispered word feels like destiny. You're falling head over heels into a love so profound it feels otherworldly. But what if it was otherworldly? What if the person you loved, the one who stole your breath and your heart, wasn't truly there at all? What if your lover was a ghost? Sounds like a movie plot, right? Believe me, I wish it were. Because for me, it wasn't fiction. It was my reality. I remember the first time I saw them. It was at that old, forgotten bookstore downtown. You know, the one with the creaky floors and the smell of ancient paper. Their eyes, they held a sadness, a depth that drew me in like a moth to a flame. We talked for hours about everything and nothing. It felt like I'd known them forever. But there were oddities, little things I brushed off at first, like how they never seemed to eat, or how their touch, while warm, sometimes felt ephemeral, like a whisper against my skin. I'd ask them about their past, and they'd always deflect, a wistful smile playing on their lips. Some stories are best left untold, they'd say, and I foolishly let it go. Because when you're in love, you want to believe the best, don't you? You want to believe in the magic. But the magic started to curdle into something else. I'd wake up in the middle of the night, feeling a cold spot beside me, even though they were supposedly sleeping soundly. Objects would move. Doors would creak open when no one was there. I started to question my own sanity. Was I losing my mind, or was something far more sinister at play? The turning point came on our anniversary. I'd planned a surprise, a romantic dinner. I waited and waited. They never showed. I called, I texted, nothing. Then I went to their apartment, the one they'd always been so secretive about. And what I found there, it wasn't an empty apartment. It was a place frozen in time, untouched for decades, with a single faded photograph on a dusty mantelpiece. A photograph of the person I loved, dated over 7 years ago. My lover was a ghost, and the love we shared, was it real or just an echo from beyond the grave? The truth, as I discovered, was far more heartbreaking than any horror story. If you're fascinated by the mysteries of the afterlife and stories that blur the lines between worlds, you won't want to miss my next video. Click here to uncover the real story of a ghost telling their own tale. It might just change everything you thought you knew about the spirits among us.